Target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down, and
they'll try and run for it with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll look to throw right away. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes firing complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down.
Tyreek Hill, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. He spins free. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3 catches for him now in this 1st quarter of the Super Bowl.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives them a lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball stopped at the 15-yard line.
You're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the counter, here's Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves him all the way down to the 1. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it, able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now to punt for the Bucs on fourth down. Here's Hardman to return. Oh, eluding the tackle. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Bradley Pinion, the kicker.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Recovered. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. After the penalty is Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On the delay, Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Hardman on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Get my swag right there.
10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports.
quarter play.
It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Brady to Evans on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Throwing on first down is Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of him.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Rolling to his left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Trying to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. From the gun, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Brady's pass comes in. Fumble on the play.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. A good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. So let's see who this is on. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Still 1st down.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw, Mahomes. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But it'll be second and goal. To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Number 10, Tyreek Hill. Touchdown.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
But still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead will shrink to 6. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
There he goes, right side.
That's right, baby. It's all
me. All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
to Tyreek Hill.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack
By
Frank Clark, his second sack of the night. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And the Kansas City